you ever write to sort of imitate somebody else?
Not like in terms of writing style, no. I would hope to be able to write like John Darnielle of the Mountain Goats, but I'm not sure how to accomplish that.
Come on. Aw. Well, he writes a lot about stuff that's actually happened to him, right?
Sometimes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
At least you were human.
Yeah. Still embarrassing.
I think he's talked about how he calls himself a storyteller. I think part of it is like he has to write in such a way that it kind of seems like it's really happened. So he did do We Shall All Be Healed, which was about him being a drug user, and The Sunset Tree about his abusive father. But he says like nothing before those was really real. Why would you do it?
I don't know. I did it.
But he does write like human interest stuff, I've noticed.
How do you mean?
Like, you can write about like a nature scene. You can try to paint a scene with your words. He talks about like people interacting and like what humans are like. What sort of things do you write about?
It depends. If it's science fiction like I'm doing now, then it's kind of world building stuff.
Like, races of people?
Well, no, because I mean it takes place on Earth.
Huh. A long time ago? Is it just the future?
It's ostensibly a long time ago, but it turns out it's actually the future.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my heavy.
Is there anything else that does that? It was like Planet of the Apes.
I don't know. I'm sure there are other examples.
I think we actually have a book. I don't know what it's called.
Star Wars is supposedly a long time ago.
It's in a galaxy far, far away, too. So, like, it means nothing.
If you think about it, if it's in a galaxy far, far away, and we're just now getting the information, that means they're far, far in the future than what we're seeing them.
Yeah. They probably have, like, super midichlorians now. Force 2.0.
Have you ever read Dune?
Nope. Not much.
I tried to read it a while ago and couldn't get into it, and now I'm making a real effort to read it. And it's still not super intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't figure out why, because it's very detailed. Like, I can't point at anything and say, this is why I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't really care for it. And it's like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it takes a long time to build to, like, the next plot point. Like, I'm about 200 pages in, and it's just now gotten to a point where it's like, like a major place in the plot. Like before now, they were just coming to the planet and getting all set up, and we were getting introduced to characters and the state of affairs on the planet, and then all of a sudden there's this attack. 200 pages in. And I am interested in seeing what happens next and how the story concludes, but I'm not sure that I care about the story as a whole.
Because it's so long.
Well, not so much that it's long, it's just like it's this alien planet. I don't really go in for like alien stories. I mean, they're all humans, so it's not like alien creatures. And I do like the fact that he's taken a lot of effort to kind of establish how there's a very deep culture on this planet, and there's a culture of the galaxy as a whole that's kind of at odds. And so there's definitely a lot to be interested in, but I don't know, I just can't get into it so much.
So what sort of sci-fi elements are present in your book?
From the beginning, we have flying ships.
Or like winged ships?
No, so it's like, imagine like a wooden ship, like from the 1800s, but instead of a sail, it has this metal rod, but it's not a vertical metal rod, it's like on a pole, and it rotates. And so, thanks to this metal rod, there's a strong enough magnetic field up in the sky that they're able to sort of attach themselves up into the air magnetically, so they can fly around. But it's not explained why this magnetic field exists until later.
It's on Earth.
Right. But I mean, Earth doesn't have that strong of a magnetic field to be able to do that.
Okay. Alright.
So it slowly unfolds that there's more going on than the people are aware of.
So you're like interested in the narrative aspects of the story.
I'm not sure what you mean. Like, as opposed to what?
As opposed to like there's an overall story, and then there's like individual things and what people think of them. I don't know, because there's like, I read poems, and they're very short things, and like, there's not a lot of space to like tell a story there, but I still find them interesting. I guess there's like some element to it beyond simply storytelling that I enjoy.
Okay, so like, what would be the best word for that? It's like the style.
Yeah, I like, there's like imagery, and there's style.
I like those aspects. And a lot of my writing has been very small on story and very large on the other aspects of writing. It's just, when it comes to like genre fiction, like science fiction, fantasy, kind of the big genres, it tends to be more plot focused as opposed to the style of it per se.
Boy, you have really been dodging these people.
They won't give me an opening.
He says as he gets an opening.
Finally. That got me.
But like, there's a line from Mountain Goat Song. He's like, "What are the years we gave each other ever gonna be worth?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's talking about his divorce, but it's not like the fact that he got divorced, that he and his wife separated, is to me a narrative aspect.
Okay.
Whereas simply saying that line,
saying it in that way.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. That's, I read Ulysses by James Joyce, and that's all he's about. There's like no plot. It's all style of his writing and just the craft of it.
Tried reading A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which was done in, I guess, a similar style, but largely panned by critics.
Was it?
For being unreadable.
Yeah, that's much more. I mean, there's more. I would say more plot to that than there is in Ulysses.
That Ulysses would be about like a god.
No, it concerns some of the same characters in Portrait. Like, what's the main character's name? Daedalus, Stephen Daedalus. And so he's in Ulysses, but he's kind of a secondary character. The main character is Harold Bloom. It's kind of a day in his life. I also wrote a longer piece imitating the style of Ulysses. Did you read Nocturne, my story, Nocturne?
Is that the one that was in like 1,000,000 parts?
That was in 7 parts.
No, I can't say that I did.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically the same idea. Primarily focused on the style of it rather than any kind of story.
Okay. Was each one at least short?
Each chapter, yeah, relatively short. I can't remember word count specifically.
You're gonna die. Oh.
Says you.
Well, I'm not the guy standing in a room with people trying to kill me. So I can be objective. I was reading a poem by Jack Spicer last night.
That's a cool name.
Probably not very familiar with a lot of more modern poets. He was like among the beats, but a lot of people say he himself was not really a beat poet.
Okay.
But I read this poem, kind of long. It was really pretty good at the end. I was like, wow, that's great. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I have no idea what this means.
Yeah, a lot of poetry is that way.
So I want to learn to do that.
Interpret poems or to write in such a way.
To write in such a way. Hello, puppy.
Well, what I found is when I'm writing that way is just to basically make up stuff. Like, we always think of, similes and metaphors, like the grain was waving like the ocean. It's like, that's kind of a direct metaphor. Everyone can picture that. Anyone can come up with that. But if you're saying the grain is waving like a ghost's breath or something. So it's like nobody knows what the ghost's breath is.
That's pretty good. I prefer like metaphors to similes. I just think, like if you say the grain is a waving ocean,
Mm-hmm.
that's just more compact.
Right. Yeah, that works.
Cool. What's that, a seer stone? No, let's not stand over here, though. You cannot read that on the chair.
I looked away. I looked away.
Don't concern yourself with the child with the book. The child on the chair with the book in his hand.
Yeah, get out, get out. He's like floating toward me.
There's big boom.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why did that happen?
Oh no.
because
Mm.
there's a black boom too. And a pink boom. The both up for no.
When that happened?
Yeah. Telling something to their kids. He has a boom too on him. He has a boom on his hat. And where he
Just
boom
take one more hit on this guy.
his hat. Then he catched it.
Wow.
There's the
Oh,
cat
I missed.
he had behind his window.
You could shoot him with arrows.
We could do that.
Don't go for it, it's a trap. You have no shield now.
Because then he had this back.
It's great.
Yeah. Now, just
Gotcha.
what?
Oh no.
You almost get smashed.
Not what I meant to do.
You almost get smashed. What is that so?
It's a turtle that Andrew carved. Where the heck you going?
Is it is gone?
Mm-hmm. Someone broke it.
Mm. The cupboard?
I don't think so.
The neighborhood?
I think it was probably you or Wesley.
Me.
Okay.
You
Oh, should not have hit me.
It is just in here.
You think that's where it is?
No. No. I lost it. Where is it?
No, well, it doesn't work.
Oh, now we know.
Thank you.
For running your head.
That was the sound of our dad bringing us BLTs.
No time for food. I'm in a battle for my life.
There's now a mouse cursor on the screen.
I'm out of Estus.
Oh, good.
You mocking me?
1, 2, 3. Huh?
Yeah, this game doesn't have a pause.
Almost burned out. Is the other guy dead?
Yep.
Let's go.
He's dead for now.
No, I refuse to lose this battle.
A big. Oh, come back.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Out of Estus, so it could happen.
That's why I'm playing it safe now. I don't care if it takes another hour.
And why does he have a shield?
Dinner's getting all cold and eaten.
There's a damage for you.
Do you know where your children are? For the last time, no.
Oh. We got red.
I like how the tomatoes and the mayo combine to make like a fry sauce like sauce.
I haven't thought of that.
So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
good. Hold on.
Now I get to eat.
I may have been tailed by children. Oh, you're eating now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the console.
Mm-hmm.
50,000 souls. Doesn't seem like enough. What do I do now?
Go up the elevator.
Okay.
There's one on either side,
I'll stand over here.
and one of them's Ornstein sized, and one of them's Smough sized.
That's real nice. Great. Okay. We did it. The auto saves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
There's some armor, I think, at the end of this little path.
And traps? Traps galore?
Yep. No traps, no enemies.
Let's go over and over and over.
Wow.
And over and over and
Are those
over.
your
Like this.
favorite pieces of armor?
No. They're Lautrec's favored.
Cassandra is in
What happened
the
to him?
spaceship.
You killed him.
Okay. I should, take a look here.
Woody's in here too.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's like about the same as
How can we fight?
uh,
About Fiddlestick.
with like better
Here.
resists. See. I probably want to put it into endurance. Whatever that is. That affects your equip load?
Endurance, yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see. What's these? Total workload 41.6. I would need 83.2. I don't quite make it there. I think it's more worth it to do endurance or strength. Or like dexterity.
I don't think dexterity would really help you right now.
Okay. That's something. You've eliminated
Mm-hmm.
one of the options. It's an investment for the future. But then you want to avoid getting hit.
It's a black-eyed pumpkin, a black pumpkin with red eyes.
I would probably put it in endurance.
Yeah.
Gives you more stamina for blocking and swinging your shield.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was going with. Maybe there's something in between. So this thing's at 3.9 weight. Should be like a hollow soldier with worse defense.
Mm.
Ah, that's nice.
What you could do is like
Oh, it's
Put
worse
on-
than current.
like if you have the red robe on and maybe the red pants, where does that put your?
Which? Do what?
So instead of the gold pants, you put on the red pants.
Okay. Is that the waistcloth?
Mm-hmm. So where does that put your equip load now?
Currently at 30.
So you're in mid-roll range right now. You can go up to 36. So what would replacing the red pants with the gold pants? How much weight difference is that? So that should be good, right? So you're still in mid-roll range right there. You might even be able to replace the helmet with something.
I don't have anything that looks as good. This weighs a bit more. This a little bit better defense. Ooh. Ooh. Where does that put us?
Ooh, just over.
Hava?
Mhm. What about, how does the iron helm compare to the, or that one? Black iron.
It's a bit better on the weight.
So that's just overweight. That helmet is just too heavy.
Really tweaks my neck. My roll, let's see. Oh, how much is it to level up again? 12,000 souls. Where am I gonna get 12,000 souls?
Is there a slightly lighter helmet?
So what is 6? 4.2. 4.8. Silver Knight helm. That's like. How does that compare? This sounds better magic defense stuff.
Slightly better.
What we get?
You're underweight.
Very slim helmet.
Nice combo.
Feels so light and free.
Mhm. So going up those stairs is your next destination.
Okay, what time is it?
6:57. So we can make this our last little bit that we do. It'll take a minute.
It looks hot out there. Is it hot?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, depends on what your definition of hot is. I have it in offline mode, so you don't have the notations, but frequently someone will lay down a note that says, amazing chest ahead.
Whenever. Indeed.
The power of Grayskull. I mean, the Lord Vessel.
Is that any bonfire?
There's select bonfires.
I guess. Oh, it's pretty good. Thanks. Okay.
So you could warp back to the...
Bonfire just left moments ago.
No, you could warp back to the main bonfire. So you do it at the bonfire, so you warp between them.
Right. It's not magic. Firelink Shrine?
Mm-hmm. I don't think you've restored this one yet, right? Like you reclaimed the soul, but you didn't restore it.
This one, no.
So if you go down to where her corpse is...
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that the lady who died?
Mm-hmm.
How did that work?
You returned your soul to her.
But I only hope that my impure tongue.
So I don't know if it told you before, but when you first tried to talk to her, you know how she wouldn't talk to you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it mentioned that her tongue was cut out.
I forget.
But yeah, for some reason when you restore her back to life, her tongue is restored.
Forgive me. I am impure. All my tongue never intended restoration.
Well, we'll just roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
Only hope. Leave me be.
Oh, well, that does offend me.
So, fun fact about the big lady that you gave you, the Lord Vessel. She's actually an illusion.
Okay. Amazing chest, right?
Yeah. She's an illusion cast by the other son of Gwendolyn, who's hiding out in Anor Londo. And if you kill her, like kill the illusion, then Anor Londo turns into dark Anor Londo. And all of the knights were illusions as well. All of the big giant knights.
I didn't feel like illusions.
Yeah, they're pretty hard light holograms.
Heavy light even.
Alright, so is that it for today?
Yep.
Alright, we finally accomplished the thing we took hours to do.
We're doing it at the start of the day.
Alright, see you next time.
See ya.